Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And each morning we'll be watching the third column from the right. It's called the order flow bias for plus signs here at the top, and we want to see a volume spike beside them. Kind of like down here, you see all these plus signs, and then we need to see a volume spike. The ones with 100 but don't have any volume, just ignore them for now. We want to catch the ones that are about 80, 90, 95%. And I'll be doing that as the session progresses. Once we see one of these, we want to come over. After I click on it, we want to check the current bar volume, which is the very last candle. We want to see enough volume in this candle to get in and get out safely. It's not a certain number. We just want to see a high volume flow in this label. Once we confirm we have a high volume flow, we want to see these dominator master bars green and breaking above this yellow average volume line. We also want to watch the My Blessing indicator. We want it to be green and also moving up. And with this white line is the trend, we want it moving up as well. Down here, you'll see the newest indicator, money flow indicator. The green is the money's coming in. The red is the money's going out. Also up here, you will see a label. This label is very important. We want it to be around 80, 90, 95, 100. As the stock is rising, you will see a green bubble appear. Also, these labels will turn green. And I know it's starting to sound a little complicated with all these toys, but just remember everything needs to be green before you click the button. And if you are new here, welcome aboard. Watch these live streams over and over, each and every day. Attend them. There's that bubble I'm talking about. Attend these live streams until you start catching on. If you want to make some trades, do it the old-fashioned way. Do it on paper. Don't waste your money. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results on paper. Once you are profitable on paper, change over to real money, but trade small share size. Anywhere between 1 and 10 shares should do it. If you continue to be profitable on on real money, then the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size, and do that over time. Don't rush into it. You have plenty of time. There's always going to be stocks moving. Also, I build indicators. I don't teach the market. I teach indicators, and if you learn these indicators, you magically learn how to trade. I know that sounds kind of foolish, but it works. Trust me, we have plenty of members here that have experienced that result. So make sure you reach out to the proper authorities. I'm not licensed to train you. Reach out to a financial advisor for the proper information before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. Also, in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT. That stands for extended hours, so that you don't miss a trade in pre-market. And welcome everyone. Hope you had a nice weekend as we wait on the top of the hour for the market to open. With the China news over the weekend, that's kind of yeah or no or maybe or if. It may explode, it may not explode. It's like the first baby steps with the trade agreement. So we'll just have to see how the market responds at the top of the hour. Hopefully good. Got about a minute to go yet. You can see CTMX rising here. This is the bubble you want to look for with high percentages as the price is rising. I always suggest you take profits on the way up when this number starts getting weak. And you'll know when it's getting weak, the price candle will start coming down slowly and these numbers will decrease just like that. You can see everything up here is green, as I mentioned earlier. And the price is rising. Then all of a sudden, everything turns red when the market opened. Currently watching GRVP. I didn't like the way that it opened earlier. It shot all the way up here and immediately retracted, so be careful with this one. See NVIDIA moving up just a little. KDLY, I'm being told. I'm a little bit late on it, but if it's a strong stock, it should bounce up off of this level. We'll be watching these bars. We want to see a tall green bar coming in to push it higher. We want to see these percentages up there in the 90s. Taking off a little bit right there. That's about a 35-cent candle from that bottom. Buyers coming in. Be very careful here. We don't want it to pull back on us. The buyers are still coming in. Dominator bars are green. A little bit of red over here in my blessing. That's a warning right down here. Pushing up higher now, 68, 81%. Take profit as this thing is running. Do not hang on to it forever. Lock in some money. There's a couple of bucks a share right there. Hope you took advantage of it. Thank you, Lord, for this wonderful start this morning. 1253 on the high. When you hear me say take profit, that means take most of your shares out or all of it if you feel comfortable taking all of it. Don't let me change your mind if you see something different than what you hear me say. Still pushing up. The percentages are high, 91, 85, 1380 on the top. I don't think it's got much more to it. You better lock them in if you want some money. Pushing up a little higher now. That's what I'm talking about when I say take profits on these spikes. If you see differently, you may make a little bit more or you may lose a little bit more. I like selling on the way up. It's a guaranteed out, guaranteed profit. See, you can be late to the party and make money still. We just did it, or I did anyway. Just have to know the numbers. Watch the buyers and the sellers. That's key to scalping. That was a lovely one. I love the price range too. That's what made me have confidence in it. It wasn't a penny stock that could just yank it all away. These higher price stocks are not as volatile. And thank you, traders, for calling that out. That came out of the premium member section. That was by J, Autumn Rain, and C. Can't read all your names. Have to call out the first letter that I see. Well, when it's paying that well, they're going to take a spread out of it. That was a good $2.50 to $3 run. Good job, Gary. Good job, all traders that made money on there. You didn't make a whole bunch. Some of you did. Some of you 965, 1236. There were some high numbers in there. I think some of you were scared of the spread. Duvin, if you did, good job, brother. I was late on it. I don't know who called it out first. I scrolled down the list over in the premium section. But if you called it out, you can have the credit. I definitely didn't see it until y'all called it out. Still got a little bit of buyers in here on KDLY. Would I trust it up here at the high? Probably not. Not unless the setup becomes perfect again. All right, let's patiently wait on our next paycheck. That was a good one. Oh, Milo, and we love you too, brother. We love everybody here. We're all brothers and sisters in the trading world. Milo, hope you're feeling better this current Monday. I know you had a rough Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All right, sounds good. Glad you're feeling better. I'm watching all my scans. This morning I'm running 4, 8, 12, 12 scans this morning. Guess I better quit talking and start watching. Rebel Sheep, thank you very much for the compliment. So premium members, I have a challenge for you if your on-demand works. Over the weekend, to build confidence in these three indicators right here, what I want you to do over in your study time, if your on-demand works, let's see if this stock runs first. Before I get into it, it looks like it's building up buyers. Watching these indicators, the my blessing is it's really not in place yet. This may be a fake bounce, so don't fall for it. Got some sellers here. But anyhow, premium members, set up your chart like this with the Dominator Master, the My Blessing, and the Accumulation Distribution, which is money flow. Then come up here to this gear icon. And right here in the general, turn off the chart. Just like that. You're left with this. Now go find you a stock that you think is good, or in your charts when you're in your on-demand. And I want you to open your active trader and make some trades strictly off of these indicators. I think you're going to be very amazed at what you find. So give it a try. It's not hard to do. I made some crazy good practice profits over the weekend doing it. When you're blind to these candles and you're relying only on this, and it don't matter if you lose an on-demand when you try this, but I think you're going to find out you'll be a winner if you let these three line up. And remember to turn off this chart was here. It's already on general. Just uncheck this show price subgraph and you will have the setup. KDLY holding the price here, pushing up a little higher now, 1787. What a good performer this is this morning. It's not flying like it was. You're going to have to guess these spikes if you continue to trade it. Good job, YouTube traders, on your profit. Greg R. Robert. Kind of going down the list here. Don't see too many of you on YouTube that made a profit unless you just don't want to post them. Still pushing higher now, 2030, 2072. This is why you don't stray away from them until they completely sell off. There may be more to come, and it is still running. 2283 now. Looks like I better get out right here, showing a little weakness. Good job, Mark, on YouTube. Still has buyers on board looking at these lower indicators. These green bars are buyers. They're not breaking this yellow average volume line. That's what we really want to see. We want to see strong buying in this indicator here with these two pointing north. We want to see that bubble. Right now, it's a little bit of profit taking going on. The labels are red. Good job, RLD 2737. Turn off your computer. You're done for the day. Just kidding, brother. What if you get two of those? Good job stacking loot. Now go assassin and everybody. It looks like everybody made some money. If you didn't make any money, you didn't click the button. Good job, Robert. RLD, don't forget it's about your learning as well. If you hadn't put in the time, you wouldn't have done it. It's all about the training, brother. So this stock is already up 500% for the morning. What a run. Unfortunately, it took off just before our market opened, and it's still running. $24.79, $25. Watching the bubble at 98%. Another little spike upwards. Several opportunities to get in and take a little bit more. Still pushing higher, $26 now. We're up at 575%, 26.86. I did not triple dip this stock. I got mine. I'm going to just sit back and watch it now. Good job, Autumn Rain. And Greg B. Greg R., the news is it had buyers this morning. That's all I really care about. Good morning, CompuTeam. What a runner. Thank you, Lord. Don't forget to give thanks. You know, I have a level set down here. I must have played this in the past. I don't remember playing it in the past, but if there's a level set here, I did. But the past didn't pay off like the future did. Boy, this was a good one. If you're new here and you've never seen this kind of activity, we track buyers and sellers. I don't really track the news, I track the numbers. And that's obvious by these indicators and these percentages you see everywhere. I don't care what happens beyond percentages. If there happens to be news, then so be it. But I'm watching numbers, and that's why this popped up. This is because of the numbers. And it also popped up because you guys called it out, but it was already in the scans. I just didn't see it, so thank you very much. But tracking percentages of buyers and sellers is where it's at when you're scalping. If there happens to be news, then it's a little bit more powerful. So track the numbers first. If it has news, it's just icing on the cake. Good job, Jimbo. Even the YouTubers are making some bank this morning. Watching this bubble. Here we go. Let's see if we get a bounce upwards. I wouldn't trust it for a great run here. It's already ran into resistance up here at the red line and pulled back. This just could be some latecomers thinking, well, maybe I can get a little bit of it, and they could, the way it's responding. It may go back up and retest the red line. It may not. It all depends on this bar right here. We need a green bar pushing higher, and we don't have that. Y'all too, thank you, brother, and God bless you. Don't this make you want to wake up and do it all over again? Thank you, Louie. Watching for plus signs. That's what I'm doing right now. Plus signs that have some 90s, 95s beside them. These stocks with the 100, somebody made a trade, but nobody else did, so the volume is frozen. So from no volume to some volume is 100%. It's not an accurate measurement yet because there's not enough activity. So we want to catch the 80s, 85s, 90s, 95s. Here's a 75. But we've already seen this stock once this morning. Don't forget about Magic Scan. This is a very powerful scan down here as well. That's why it's over here on the side. Just watch for percentages right here. All right, enjoy your coffee while we wait on the next one, or your lunch, or your dinner. I know you're all over the world, or your midnight snack, or if you're on the West Coast, you're wishing you wasn't up, but this made you forget about it. This is why you get up on the West Coast early, right here. You might can go back to bed and not go to work. Baba, no big deal. All you got to do is hang around us a couple of mornings. These things happen. Maybe not this good, but they happen each and every morning, just about. If we have a bad morning, we just wait on the next one. Something will happen somewhere. Baba, just so you know, I miss a lot of stocks doing these training sessions. It's kind of hard for an old person to get coordinated like that. Oh, there it is. Should I quit talking to them and do the trade? And no, I'm going to walk you through it all the way from bottom to top. If I missed it, I missed it. I'll catch the next one. I didn't miss this one, though. YouTubers, if you like what you see here, please hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Go watch my live streams on the channel. Watch my indicator videos. If you're interested in joining us, there's a label at the top of the chat that says Thinkorswim Stock Alert Scanner. Head over to our Discord, sign up for free, then hit the upgrade button. It will explain to you how to sign up if you're interested in joining us. If you do join us, you get 60 plus 60 plus scans, 30 plus something indicators. Everything is custom. These are not things that come with Thinkorswim. I am a coder, I've been at it for 16 years. I've been on this platform since the 1990s. I know every inch of it. Well, almost every inch. Schwab been changing it up lately, and I'm having to learn some new things every now and then. But come and join us. You'll get me 4 hours live streaming 5 days a week if there's not a holiday. You get Milo's training. Aaron's joining in sometimes. Amadeus holds a stream sometimes. They had a great training last night with Milo. Seems that everyone enjoyed it. So come have some fun. Make some money. And best of all, learn how to trade. Waiting on the next one. It looks like this party is now over. Well, I was half asleep, to be honest. I'm awake now. Duvin, you're not going to believe this, brother, but when I started this channel, I did it for fun on YouTube. Only had a couple of people watch me. I just one day decided, well, let me see if anybody watches. And probably had 2 or 3 people at the start. About a month later, a couple of hundred. A little bit later, 500. People started joining me slowly but surely. So everyone you see here, even some of them giving training, knew very little about the market, but caught on so fast. They are also helping me train others. So just by having a little fun on YouTube, look where we ended up. Little did I know, I knew more than most traders. Didn't think I was any better than anybody else. But look where we are. You are all welcome, and thank you for the kind comments. KDLY, a little bit of buyer interest here. Maybe the swing traders trying to play a dip. Amen, Duvin. That's the whole thing, to bless others. That is my goal, is to make sure everybody knows what I know before I leave this place. I'm not going to take it to the grave. VEEE. Looking at all the indicators, it's not a play. Not yet, anyway. Good job, Gary. So far, Gary's has everybody beat at $3,243 on this stock. On that runner, KD, what was it, KDLY? Yeah, KDLY. So Gary's total this morning is 4471 because he also played GYRP. That can happen to you. You just need to get over here, join us, and learn. I'm not going to give you a bunch of CDs or videos and say, hey, just watch these. This is how you do it. I don't have any of them. I train you live each morning, 4 hours a morning. Sawyer, what we have on Discord is mainly how to get Thinkorswim set up. I record these YouTube live streams. I have a bunch of live streams recorded on YouTube. So most of the live streams and indicators are over on YouTube. BBG, once you purchase it, it should be a channel on the left side. If you purchased it and you don't see that channel, send me a private message. Should be right below the premium channels. Ralph, we're not specifically swing trading, but you can use these indicators to swing trade. It's kind of like no different than just catching the second run on a stock with the percentages. It all works the same. I'm seeing 98%, 100%. Watching that bubble, right? Few buyers coming in, not enough to keep driving it, at least not yet. We are currently in consolidation here, squeezing or channeling, whichever word you choose to use. So we'll probably float around this area for quite some time. Hopefully it'll hold the price right up to market open and run a little bit more. That's providing the regular session doesn't turn red on us. In XTT, a little bit of activity. Watching for plus signs and percentages to the left of these plus signs. Not seeing anything currently. Watching W buy here to see if any buyers come in. Looks like it very slowly drove up and had some quite of an activity here, hoping to drive it higher, but then sold off. We don't have any volume. This is very important right here. We want to see numbers flying. So don't just jump in because it looks good. There's nobody here. Few buyers coming into W buy. Still don't have the volume that can safely drive this stock and keep driving it. That is the key. We need high volume so that we have a lot of people pushing the price higher. It's starting to pick up slowly. Still a risky trade, but moving great. Let's see if it'll roll. That's almost $1 there on that candle. It actually is $1 on that last screen candle. But I didn't trust it because we don't have enough buyers here. I didn't want it to just give me a next big red one just as big as the green one. And that can happen under low volume conditions. Like the volume has already stopped. It's not moving at all now. Looks good, but not a safe trade. That is correct. The spread is extremely high. RGTI. Slow crawl to the upside, watching the volume here. It needs to really pick up. We do have 100% bubble. We do have all green up here. That's how easy it is to spot. So buyers may come into this one. We're watching volume. Volume is really slow. But since it's rising, it may hit some of them page scanners out there and just take off. So we'll watch it for a little bit. So on WBuy, they're already talking about it on the premium side. If you traded WBuy last week, you were charged an exchange fee because it was an international stock. It was unannounced. I believe it was like $7 in, $7 out. You can contact Schwab and get a refund. It was brought to my attention by some premium members, and thank you for doing that. Let me be aware of it. They're going to make a lot of money off of that on the people that didn't catch it. WBUY is the symbol. Sometimes I think they do that stuff knowing that everybody's not going to go look, and they bank all of that cash. You four, if you traded it, chances are you were charged. I don't know where to find the information, but if you traded it, you were charged. All right, YouTubers, that free hour is up. If you didn't know, I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on YouTube for 1 hour for free to let you know what we do. If you're interested in joining us, don't forget to click that label up at the top of the chat. Join us over on Discord for free, then upgrade. The upgrade is $79.95 a month. As you can see, that's easily covered with one trade. You can even cover it with a little trade. It doesn't have to be that good. And the rest of the money for the month is yours. But thank you, everyone, for joining me this morning. Enjoy your day. I'll be back on Wednesday on YouTube. As always, God bless you. See you Wednesday. Goodbye.